If you would call me, I miss you more when you seem too far away. And you can blame it all on me as long as we can find our way. Do you remember all the times we tried to stop this? Yeah, we end up the same every time. Cause when our bodies meet, there's nothing left to fight about. We're holy when we touch anyhow. Give me a chance to make it right. Just let me touch you like the first time. We don't need answers to survive. Just let us keep on with the black guys. Give me a chance to make it right. Just let me touch you like the first time. We don't need answers to survive. Just let us keep on with the black guys. Somewhere in between our secrets, there's an imminent storm. It's unavoidable, yeah. But as long as I feel that you see me, I will pay no mind at all. So give me a chance to make it right. Just let me touch you like the first time. We don't need answers to survive. Just let us keep on with the black guys. Give me a chance to make it right. Just let me touch you like the first time. We don't need answers to survive. Just let us keep on with the black guys. We are sweet on our secrets. Telling black guys to keep them.
Welcome to the Disney Wish official overview here on the Cruise Junkie. I am the Cruise Junkie. We appreciate you guys tuning in to today's webcast. Before we get any further into today's webcast, we have to unveil the sponsor of today's webcast, which is none other than the Cruise Junkie shop. If you're looking for getting some cool cruise merchandise when the cruising does eventually restart here in the US this summer, or down in the Bahamas, or specifically anywhere, your go-to place is the Cruise Junkie merchandise. Again, all of this is available down in the link in the description. So now, without further ado, again, we welcome you into today's webcast, and now we're going to be covering the first look into the Disney Wish. Disney Cruise Line's 4-ship fleet, including the Disney Magic, Disney Wonder, and the Disney Dream, also including the Disney Fantasy, is out right now. However, in 2022, a brand new cruise ship is joining the fleet. That ship is the one, the only, the Disney Wish. Now we're going to take a quick look inside the Disney Wish, beginning at their brand new atrium. This will be just like a castle at sea, with a magnificent chandelier, plus a gold Cinderella statue, and stunning views from all around the atrium. Moving next on our tour, we stop at the pool deck, which will be basically redesigned from the Fantasy class. This will feature the classic Aqueduct, but with a new name. Instead of being called the Aqueduct, it will now be called the Aqua Mouse. Next up on our tour is the Kids Zone. Some of these are redesigned just for the Disney Wish. And of course, like any cruise ship, you have to head to the food. On board the Disney Wish, no exception. Some of the newest and best Disney dining options will be found on board the Disney Wish. And speaking of food, you know what? You have to work off all that food, so why not relax in the brand new adults-only lounge, aft pool on board a Disney ship. And on board the Disney Wish, there's also the staterooms. There's plenty of designs around the ship. Again, the designs range per cabin. Some of them could be top luxury, but they all have a design that kind of represent a fantasy. However, these are more modern cabins compared to the other Disney ships, and I'm personally very excited to go check out these cabins one of these days. everyone who's enjoying the webcast. As of right now, a reminder, please go ahead and give the stream a big like. It greatly helps support the webcast against the YouTube algorithm. So that was the designs of the Disney Wish's cabins, all beginning to get in shape. Now, if you want to book the Disney Wish, bookings begin sometime in May. We'll keep it updated here on the channel. There you go. That was your live look at the Disney Wish. Of course, it was just unveiled yesterday. And again, for all the folks joining us, my name is Tyler, and I'm the guide of today's webcast. We're going to be covering all the information on the Disney Wish, which again, I'm going to go in here with my analysis of this ship. So again, a lot of information to get to. A lot of things were uncovered that we didn't know yet about the Disney Wish, including activities, what's going to be on board the Disney Wish. So before we can say any further into today's thing, this is going to be, again, just the show we like to hang out here on the Cruise Junkie. So we're going to go ahead and pull up the live chat right now. So pulling it up right now. And again, the live chat is available right here on the screen, right over here, excuse me. So go ahead and respond to any of my comments that I'm going to say here on the stream via the live chat right over there down in the link in the description below. So here you go, guys. We're going to go ahead and explain. I hope to get some pictures loaded into the webcast, but if that cannot happen, you're going to have to hear and listen to me. This is again a podcast style show, so we're going to go ahead and unveil it. So let's talk about my initial thoughts after the webcast. So, of course, they premiered the video, which was not live, right? They taped this video. Happens around, premiere, say, around 11 o'clock. Beautiful webcast. One of the best designed webcasts out there. I mean, just the detail that they use, the mixture between artistic renderings and having the actual host, if you will, around the stream. Amazing for this webcast unveil of the Disney Wish. Again, really did enjoy it. It is one of the best I've ever seen for revealing a ship. Most cruise lines would just reveal a ship by just posting a PR post saying, hey, look, our new ship, the Disney, or we're going to say Royal Caribbean, for example. The Odyssey of the Seas, look at that. But Disney, they really did an amazing unveiling, and I really was blown away by it. Again, I don't watch Disney Cruise Line launches that much. Well, for the obvious reason that Disney Cruise Line hasn't been making any new ships in there recently. But now with the Disney Wish, of course, that has changed with a whole new class of ships coming online in the near future. So one thing I was blown away by with the Disney Wish is that it is very similar to the Disney Fantasy class. Now, it's literally, I mean, no joke. To me, I could tell you at least 15 similarities. So many similarities between the Fantasy and the new Wish. One of the biggest ones and the most noticeable one is the Aqua Coaster. The Disney Wish will also be featuring an Aqua Coaster on board, which I thought was very interesting because, again, the Disney Fantasy and Disney Dream has one. Now, the biggest difference compared to those Aqua Coasters on board the Disney Fantasy and Disney Dream compared to the one that's going to be on board the Disney Wish, as of right now, instead of walking up a flight of stairs to join the Aqua Coaster up on the second deck, the brand new Aqua Mouse, which again will debut on the Disney Wish, will instead feature basically a powered lift. So, again, basically instead of walking up a flight of stairs to go board the Aqua Coaster, you will instead be pushed all the way up, maybe 35 plus miles an hour or so, all the way up to the whole entire layout, which again, the layout kind of follows the same layout as the Dream and Fantasy, except that main launch. But again, that's one of the major things that are very similar to the Disney Fantasy, which I thought was very interesting. So let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts on the Disney Wish's Aqua Coaster? It's now the Aqua Mouse instead of the Aqua Duck, which is the name of the Aqua Coaster on board all the other ships. Again, I was very impressed with this Aqua Coaster. One of the most features I'm most looking forward to, but let's talk about the aft pool in a moment. So again, Disney Cruise Line, they unveiled during the webcast that they're going to be having the first ever aft pool on board a Disney ship. And so again, if you guys don't know, Disney Cruise Lines, I think Serenity area, not sure what the name is. So if you guys know what the name for the Disney's adult only area, please feel free to let me know down in the live chat, or if you're watching the replay, let me know down in the comments below. But anyway, that adults only area, usually on the Fantasy and the Dream, to my knowledge, are towards the front of the ship. So again, on the Disney Wish is instead going to be in the back of the ship, which is very interesting. And for the folks wondering, no, this will not replace cabanas in the back of the ship. Instead, it will be a deck above cabanas, the new adults only area / aft pool, which it's pretty cool to see Disney going in the aft pool market. Really, the only competitor they really have to go against is, of course, Viking. Now you may be saying, Tyler, well, you got to be with Carnival with their aft pool. Well, that is true, but this is an aft infinity pool, supposedly. So, again, the only competitor they really got is Viking with their aft pool. So, yeah, that's pretty cool of a new feature on board the Disney Wish. I really did like that design. Again, later in the webcast, we're going to be touching on basically the first ever castle at sea, if you will, which is the main Centrium / atrium on board the Disney Wish. Other things that was unveiled during the webcast is, of course, that bookings are opening up on May the 27th. Blaine says that he is going to go ahead and book when they open up sailings on the 27th. So that's awesome, Blaine. So, yeah. So, again, if you guys are just tuning in and you're wondering, okay, since they released all the information, are we able to book just now? So, no. You have to wait about a month until you're able to book. Now, again, this ship is supposedly going to be scheduled to home port sometime in 2022 out of Port Canaveral. Who knows if we'll have a European debut season or we'll head just straight to Port Canaveral. Again, we'll just have to wait and see if that happens. So, another part, or I should say, of the Disney Wish, which I was very most excited about, is specifically the new pool deck. Again, back to the pool deck. It's going to have kind of copy what Royal Caribbean has with their resort style pool deck, with, again, not have all the resort style elements with the colors and stuff, but supposedly, I'm going to see if I can pull it up on the renders quickly. Supposedly, you can go ahead on the Disney Wish. It will have at least a level style of pools, to my knowledge, which again are going to compact space. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the webcast and go ahead and see if I can find that clip for you guys. But it is very interesting about this pool thing, right? Because they did, of course, spend a lot of time designing the pool. And I really think this ship has a lot of designs that have been borrowed from other, not really cruise lines, but other ships in the Disney class. I think, again, this is a mixture between the Disney Wonder / Magic and the Disney Fantasy class. I think you're really like they had a kid. This is what the Disney Wish is, because it combines the features you love on all of those ships. One of the features it does include is also a yellow water slide. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the Disney Wish on board the screen. So guys, bear with me for a second. But of course, TJ from T&K Travel says, we want to book the Wish, but we want to see cruising actually start before we book any cruises. Yeah, I totally understand and see where you're coming from, TJ. I was actually at the same position a few months ago with not booking anything until cruising restarts, and I'm still at that position here for the US, but of course I booked a cruise on the Adventure of the Seas. So I broke my promise, because I will not book anything until cruising resumes here in the US. But I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. Let's see. It appears it doesn't actually work. So, yeah. So I'm guys pulling it up as we speak, trying to do that. Somehow it's not quite working, guys. So bear with me with a second. But Blaine also is clarifying, and he's saying booking opens up for Castaway Club members and select Disney guests beginning May 17th, which is what I expected, right? I didn't expect the 27th for all people, because, of course, that wouldn't be right for the Disney company to offer bookings then. So, again, we'll just have to wait and see how it pans out. Again, we are staying put on what is happening. So I'm trying to pull up the capture actually of the Disney Wish. So in the meanwhile, while that is happening, again, someone doesn't want to pull up right now. But anyway, as I'm saying, guys, the Disney Wish's cool pond is very, very, very cool. Not pond, but pool deck. Very, very cool. Very impressed with the Disney Wish's pool deck. Speaking of that, I want to know your thoughts on the Disney Wish pool deck if you saw that in the promo video we played here in the beginning of tonight's webcast. And of course, Nathan from Best of Boat Worlds, who sailed on Disney Cruise Line numbers of times. He says, I'm sorry to say, but not hating on Disney, but I do not like the pool placement on the Wish. Still have to wait and see what happens. Yes, Nathan, I do hear you on that, because I do know with, especially for Disney, they basically said during the webcast yesterday, numerous of times, these are just artistic renderings, and these could change, which that's what they said literally hundreds of times during the webcast yesterday, which was very interesting. They didn't say it verbally, right? They only said it partially. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can pull up some of those artistic renderings that we're talking about here on the show. And the pool deck placements are very interesting. Again, I was simply, I wouldn't say surprised, but they did throw me in a loop with the pool placement on board the Disney Wish, just because it was something I was not expecting the way it's placed. Because it's basically cantilevers. They're not cantilever over the side of the ship, but they're basically put like a stadium seating. So instead of stadium seating, stadium pools, which is indeed pretty interesting with the Disney Wish. And yeah, again, I understand, Nathan, what you're saying, that you're not a total fan of it. I think it's interesting. The only thing of the pool deck, which I am very like about the pool deck, has to be once again the not the placement, but once again the basically saw something on this, but again, basically the aqua duck, or I should say on the aqua mouse. I'm really a fan with that. That is very, very, very cool on board the Disney Wish, which I think is very exciting to see for sure. So another thing I want to see if I can pull up here on the stream, guys. Once again, if you have any cruise comments, questions on board the Disney Wish, please go ahead and drop it in the viewer chat right over there, as I can go ahead and pull them up as we speak. Yeah, so once again, seeing if we can pull it up. But if not, guys, again, we're trying some things out here with the stream, so bear with us. Somehow spheres again not showing up here on the stream. There you go, guys. So right here, guys, this is from the Disney Wishes webcast. As you can see here, this is the Toy Story Splash Zone, which basically takes place the other Disney ships. I believe the Fantasy also has a splash zone. So this is basically an improvement, as I'm saying. Disney, the Wish, in my opinion, is what Disney said, hey, we want to improve the Fantasy class and make it a little bit bigger. So this is how the Wish came about, my personal opinion. Again, very cool kid splash zone. Not the best in the industry, right? It looks kind of bland in terms of a splash zone. Really cool theming, though, with the splash items, with having like the Buzz Lightyear and Woody and the plushes as water fountains. Pretty cool design. That is for sure. Okay, well, it looks like that did not show off to up to the stream. So yeah, guys, we're gonna have to go pull that up here. We're trying some technical difficulties with that, guys. So there we go. Okay, yeah, so black screen, guys. We apologize for that, y'all. We're gonna pull it up here on the computer here in a second. So bear with me. Yeah, so bear with me, y'all. Alrighty, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that one more time. Hopefully, again, we're experiencing a little bit of a ship show moments, if you will, here with the stream. So we're going to go ahead and pull up the Disney Wish webcast, actually. I'm just going to see if I can pull it into the stream. But in the meanwhile, guys, again, let us know the Disney about what your thoughts about the Disney Wish are, because I would like to know for sure. And again, a lot of information was published in the Disney Wish. Well, I should say with the Disney Wish. So another thing I thought was interesting with the Disney Wish, which I thought was very interesting here for sure, is of course we're going to skip through all this. This is the promo video. If you want to go check it out, check out the Disney Parks full YouTube channel. Again, skipping through to find you that parts. And once again, here we go. This is the exciting part right here. We're going to go ahead and see.
It's an important action we're taking today.
There, that's a better shot of the full ship. And as you can see here, I'm going to see if I can enlarge the photo. So bear with me for a second. But I'm going to go ahead and see if I enlarge it. So as you can see here, guys, I enlarged the screen actually right now. And as you can see there, that is giving me vibes from the Disney Magic. And when I mean that was giving me vibes of the Disney Magic, it is indeed giving me a lot of Disney Magic vibes for sure. Now, again, some other parts during the webcast, but again, we're skipping forward through. Here's a better photo of the pool on board the Disney Magic. So you can't really see it that great, but a better photo of one of the pools, I should say, here on the Disney Magic. Right over here, folks. Which is, of course, that pool as you see there. That's one of the pools. It's like a little waiting pool like they have on board the other Disney cruise line ships. So, yeah, again, it looks like one of the other ones you see on board one of those Disney cruise line ships. So again, we're fast forwarding through the second. Better photo here of the Aqua Coaster. And again, for the folks tuning in, that is the new Aqua Duck. Not sure if you can see my mouse on the screen. So, but as seen here, this is a better photo of the cantilevered whirlpools, which I'll again enlarge for y'all. Which again, here is a better photo of the whirlpools on board the Disney ships. This is a better photo of it, as you see here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 whirlpools on board the ship right now. So there we go. So there you go, guys. As you see there, that's some of the information there on the Disney Wish. Of course, this ship is coming out in the near future. So very excited to go ahead and see the Disney Wish, guys. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna keep on showing you here in the webcast some more things you need to see about the Disney Wish. And of course, one of those things you just absolutely have to see here about the Disney Wish is, of course, the pool deck. But one of the things I thought was interesting during the webcast, guys, was this announcement during the whole entire webcast, which was basically this production of this event follows Disney health and safety protocols, which I thought, was very interesting because, again, compared to all of the, not say other events, but specifically all the other cruise lines, they're really said it like 1,000 times about their health and safety protocols. They even said it during the video, which I thought, was very interesting for sure. But I thought that Disney health and safety protocols throughout the whole entire webcast, they mentioned it. They didn't actually verbally mention it that much, but during the whole videos, those lower thirds, they were showing about all the health and safety protocols, which I actually wasn't really quite a fan of, just because it was pretty actually annoying in my opinion. But same time, hey, can't complain. So again, we're just gonna have to wait and see again some of the other health and safety protocols, because Disney said during the webcast a lot. They're like, we're gonna start sailing on board the Disney Magic in a few months. But another cool thing I want to pull up, because I figured out how to get the whole screen display thing to work, is, of course, Bob Chapek spoke, and so did Josh Manero from Disney Parks, which I thought was interesting. They didn't actually have the cruise line CEO speak, which I believe, again, I haven't heard much of the cruise line CEO. We heard him a lot during that Port Canaveral round trip meeting, but the people who spoke during the webcast were just Josh Manero and Bob Bob Chapek, along with some of the Imagineers and one of the cruise directors. But that was it, which I thought was interesting that they never had actually the CEO of Disney Cruise Line speak, which I was actually a little bit depressed about. Not depressed, but I was a little upset that they didn't actually have the CEO of the cruise line speak. Instead, it was just the PR people were Josh Manero and Bob Chapek, who are of course the head of Disney company, but not actually the CEO of the cruise line, which I again thought was interesting, but little small details. What can we complain about? Once again, y'all, the Disney Wish is coming out in the following months, so we're gonna go ahead and pull up another shot here of the restarted itself. Go ahead and pull up another shot actually of the aqueduct. So we're gonna wait and see if we pull up. So another thing, yeah, go back there for a second. I'm gonna rewind the webcast here for a second and pause it. As you can see on the lower screens, which I'm gonna see as you can see here on the lower screens on the stream, they again published their health and safety protocols yet again. They always are. They're down to that on the stream, which I thought was interesting yet again, that they always had to put a text that says this production followed Disney's health and safety protocols, which again, I don't know how many times I said that during the webcast. Let's see if I can pull it up. It's very interesting. Just a lot of things I was a little bit kind of, I wasn't annoyed by, but I think it did bring down the quality of the webcast. But again, just some little things I was like, okay, it was a little bit over excessive. This sign was right here. Yeah, this sign right here on the bottom of the screen. For me, again, it was a little bit excessive about the Disney Wish, to say the health and safety protocols said throughout the stream, which I thought was a little bit excessive. But anyway, back to the webcast replay, which again, we're going to keep on trying to play here for you guys. So again, that's the aqueduct. So we're paused here again. That's a better photo of the whole entire pool deck, guys. As you can see here, of course, you got the aqueduct, the aqua mouse, I should say, which follows, again, kind of the same layout as the aqueduct on board the Disney Dream and Fantasy. Along, you also got one of those yellow slides, which I do not believe is on board one of the fantasy class ships, but I could be wrong. So again, not a really big Disney Cruise Line expert. So gonna keep on skip clipping throughout the webcast. Of course, that was the cruise director. That's one of the Imagineers. And some better photos. This is based on a show. I don't want to copyright it by showing you guys that show. So a better photo there of the Aqua Mouse. Some of the concept renderings there of the Aqua Mouse. Looks absolutely 110% spectacular. I especially love the launch. If it's especially going to have those TV screens in the launch, that's going to be pretty cool indeed, having those TV screens inside the launch. And of course, based off of a Mickey TV show. Again, don't want copyrighted by playing that, so I gotta skip forward. But as you see here, a better photo of the aft pool, which I'm going to see if I can enlarge for a split second. And again, this is a better photo here of the aft zone, as I was talking about earlier in today's webcast. As you can see here, of course, the cabanas is those tables on the bottom of the screen. So again, cabanas is the tables you see at the bottom. It looks like it's going to be some either another walking deck or some more tables for cabanas. And then on the top, you have that adults-only zone and another venue on top. I hope it's not the kids club on top, which I don't think it is, because I believe the kids club is located in the casino, where it would be, because, of course, the Disney Cruise Line does not have casinos on board their ships. So, again, you have some pretty great views there. And, again, some better photos of the pool deck. And again, Captain Mickey, well, I think Captain Minnie would be actually, for this ship, it will not be Captain Mickey anymore, it will be Captain Minnie. So, here's a better photo of the pool deck. Let's see if we can go ahead and pause it. A little better photo of some of the pools on board the pool deck right here. And there we go. So that's the photos I want to show, guys. This is a photo of of course, the pool deck. As I was saying, basically stadium pools. You got two pools up there, a little bit of like a splash pads right over there for the little kids, and then a smaller pool, which again, not quite a really big fan of those pools on board this ship. I don't really like the idea of the cantilevered just because it looks really not. It is practical with terms of space. They can put like as many pools as they would have put with a one large pool. But however, the types of pools, not really one of those, a lot of pools for the size. The pools do look really small. That's not the point I'm trying to go ahead and say. But I see there are some of the pools on board the Disney Wish, and you can also see some better photos of the Aqua Duck and the emergency exit, or I should say the Aqua Mouse. So yeah, there you go, guys. That was to go ahead and that was Disney Wish overview here. Travel with Nick's in the house. Nick, good to have you in here, sir. As always, appreciate all of our moderators being here for tonight's webcast. And yeah, there you go. So as I mentioned, we had a little bit of technical difficulties earlier in the webcast, but we all good. We got through it with explaining some of the videos. So there you go. That's the overview of the Disney Wish, guys. And as you can see here, absolutely 10 out of 10 with the Disney Wish. There's one more spot I want to show you before we get on up out of here at around 5:45 this evening. So before we get there, once again, guys, I want to go ahead and let you know, y'all, that we have a survey for this, again, the Cruise Junkie season, I should say spring 2021. We have a survey, which basically, once again, it's available down in the link in the description. So if you guys would, please go ahead and fill out that survey for me. This basically tells me what you guys want to see with the channel. So I just posted a link in the chat. Go take that survey for me. It's absolutely free. Not that much personal information needed for the survey. Again, please just go ahead and fill it out for me, so I kind of get an idea what kind of content you guys want to see on the channel for this spring. When we get into the summertime, though, I'm going to do another one of these surveys. That's going to have a whole lot more ideas for content. Again, this is kind of just figure out what you guys want as I go ahead and ramp up for the summer content series. Of course, some choices include live streams, top 3 or 4 or 5 YouTube shorts, that's what they are, or ship spotting videos. It could be SpaceX Fleet, Disney Cruise Ship Support Carnival, hopefully, or Royal Caribbean in the summer. Of course, cruising may resume this summer, so we may be able to ship spot some of those cruises. Also, of course, the cruise news, which will be in a live stream kind of format, because cruise news videos on the channel don't actually do that great. But we also got choices in this category to pick, including theme park videos and non-cruise content, of course, YouTube shorts. And you also recommend other types of content. And we also have a part during the survey where you can recommend other types of content for the channel. For example, you can go ahead and put more Coco Cay videos because, well, we're going to be heading Coco Cay in less than 90 days, which is hard to believe. Also, there's a question asking if you would want to buy one of our new Countdown to Adventure t-shirts. Get that survey down also down in the link in the description below right now if you want to catch up one of your Countdown to Adventure t-shirts. Also, this is answering more of the live stream questions. What kind of live streams do you want to see? Do you want to see more Countdown to Adventure live streams, or do you want to see more stakeout streams? So, example, a couple months ago, we staked out the Odyssey of the Seas. We also staked out the first cruise ship to leave America. We tried to do that. Excuse me. Yeah, again. Or do you want to see the Cruise Junkie live? Again, those are some of the options there. Or the Cruise Junkie Hangout show. We haven't done that show in a while, but it's basically a show where we go on StreamYard, hang out, invite you guys to come up on from the chat onto the panel. Or you can also put some other recommendations for live streams you want to see. For example, more cruise news. Again, y'all, those are some of the survey questions you can ask. Again, put your name, for example. Went ahead and put the Cruise Junkie right there. There you go. You submit the survey, and there you go, guys. That is how you do the Cruise Junkie survey. And again, appreciate all of you guys helping me with that content. So if you guys want to help me, once again, fill out content for this summer on the Cruise Junkie channel, figure content you guys want to see, right? Go ahead and fill out that survey for me. Again, greatly would appreciate it. So again, let's go ahead. This is the final part of the show before we tell you about the last final cool stage venue on board the Disney Wish. We're going to answer your Disney Wish and cruising questions here for the next few moments. So we're going to go ahead and pull up the chat. And again, a lot of folks, again, as I'm mentioning, a lot of folks come to these streams every single week, so we want to thank the regulars. Also, Positive Vibes Adventure, Danny, good to have you in here as always. Again, y'all, Danny says he's never been on a Disney cruise before, but that ship does look awesome. Yeah, Danny, I also never been on a Disney cruise, but that Disney wish definitely does entice me to do a Disney cruise one of these days. And maybe, here's the deal, they're coming out with more ships. Maybe the prices will come down. Yeah, we have to wait and see how the prices come down. I don't think they will, but we'll have to wait and go ahead and see how they pan out for sure. So again, any cruise questions, feel free to put them down in the live chat. And again, y'all, speaking of cruise news, this is the part of the show where also, before we get to the last moment of the Disney wish, you guys can go ahead and we're going to cover some cruise news. A lot of positive cruise news this week. One of the biggest cruise newses, which is of course a lot of it, is basically the biggest news, which is from the Space Coast. We're going to tell you that one in a second. But that 2 Carnival cruise ships, the Carnival Vista and Carnival Dream, are heading to Galveston, Texas as we speak, expecting to arrive around 5 a.m. on Sunday. So again, that's really great cruise news to have 2 cruise ships coming to Galveston. They're going to use Galveston to load U.S. crew on board the ship, plus get the crew vaccinated in the port of Galveston. So again, a lot of information coming out of the port of Galveston. That's one of the stories this week. Also, some other cruise news, which is that supposedly, according to the CDC, cruising may be able to resume mid-July if the cruise lines submit now to sail. So yeah, that's pretty good news. Again, we'll have to wait and see if they actually do sail this July. Because if not, I'll be sailing on the Bahamas anyway, so this sort of doesn't really matter for me. But for the other folks here in the U.S., this news is fantastic news. And some other cruise news. Again, other cruise news. Carnival Cruise Line's president and CEO, Christine Duffy, visited her first ever cruise ship in more than a year. So again, that's pretty good news. And other news this week also, Royal Caribbean's heading back to Barbados for the 2022-2023 season. And Michael Bailey also highlighted the role of vaccines in cruising. And also, lastly, in This Week in Cruise News, Francis Riley is named the Chief Commercial Officer at Bahama Paradise Cruise Line. Now, that's one of the jobs I actually want to get in the future. Chief Commercial Officer. That's my job right there. Making ads for cruise lines. Sign me up. Yeah, so again, that's a pretty cool job to have right there. So I'm going to click on that story and read a little bit more about that Chief Financial Officer. So, Commercial Officer, I should say. Yeah, so that's a pretty cool job right there. Chief Commercial Officer. So, yeah, it's a pretty cool job to have. Also, we have a question in the live chat. Travel with Nick says, do you think at some point you'll cruise on the Mardi Gras or a carnival ship at some point? So, Nick, funny you mentioned this. I tell my family a lot. I do indeed actually plan on sailing the Mardi Gras. My family does not want to go on the Mardi Gras because, because they don't like Carnival. Nothing against Carnival. I haven't tried Carnival, so I don't know. But my parents' first cruise was on Carnival back in the day, and yeah, they went on the dumpy Carnival inspiration. So I'm hoping to go on Carnival though, and show them that Carnival is a great cruise line, or at least the Mardi Gras is a great ship. So yes, to answer your question, Nick, I am indeed planning to try the Mardi Gras. Looking forward to it, and also looking forward to the day she comes to Port Canaveral, which we hope is very, very soon with this positive news from the CDC, because the Mardi Gras was supposed to come to Port Canaveral in February, and now it's May, and she still has not yet come to Port Canaveral. So yes, Nick, to answer your question once again, I do indeed plan on sailing Carnival. Would love to try them. Love to try Guy's Burger Joint. Oh my goodness, can't wait to try that. Also, can't wait to try Shaquille O'Neal's restaurant, the Vault, the Fun Zone, not the Fun Zone, the what's the word of that venue? My mind's stuck on it. So if you guys know what that venue is called, the venue that houses the not Sports Square. Sports Square is, I believe, the basketball court. But Carnival's, I'm stuck on that one, guys. So if you guys know what that venue is, let me know in the comments. But I'm sure Nick can answer that question down in the chat, because he's our Carnival expert here on YouTube. So again, there you go. I would love to try the Carnival Mardi Gras. So yeah, guys, once again, what a great amount of information this week in cruise news. And if you have any more cruise questions in today's live webcast, feel free to put it down in the link in the description, as we appreciate hearing from you every single week during these webcasts. Also, shameless plug, guys. If you have not already checked out my what should I say? If you haven't checked out the second channel, that's what you have to say. But if you haven't checked out my second channel already, make sure you check it out again. Also, go ahead and check out my new video, The Perfect Day at Coco Key. Top 4 things you need to know. Go ahead and check it out. It's actually one of the videos I spent the most effort doing, which was surprising. It took me over 5 days to edit the video and 2 days to film it. So go ahead and check out if you have not already. Greatly do appreciate it. So lastly, here in the webcast, we're going to, before we get to your final comments, questions, we're going to go ahead and basically let you go ahead and know that the final venue on the Disney Wish that we're going to be covering, going ahead and covering here on the webcast is, of course, the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Disney Wish stage inside the Castle at Sea. It's what Disney's calling it. It's not going to be the real name of the venue. I think it's going to be called like the Centrium or something like that. Again, not 100% sure what is the name for that venue. But Nick clarifies. He says Carnival has changed, definitely changed. I've ever noticed tremendously over the years. I've sailed them. And she's also answering my question, which is, again, what venue is where the boat and the 3 water slides, I should say, and the mini golf located, and the ropes course. That is Sports Square, I believe. That's what Nick is saying. So, Nick, once again, buddy, we appreciate you for the clarification. And again, one of the final venues on board the Disney Wish is none other than the one, the only, the brand new stage, which will be able to house character performances daily on board the Disney Wish. Again, that's a live view of some of the venues on board. Guys, that's going to do it for this Disney Wish official updated video live stream here on YouTube. We appreciate you being here. It was so much fun talking with all of you guys tonight here on a Friday with all of the latest news here with the Disney Wish. Again, she'll be setting sail summer 2022, hopefully out of Port Canaveral, my local home cruise port. So I hope to be there when she does make her inaugural call into Port Canaveral. And again, it is Disney Cruise Line's first LNG cruise ship, and it's setting sail very soon. So guys, again, I have new merch out available down in the link in the description. Please go ahead and support me there. And until next Friday, guys, I am Tyler, and you're watching The Tyler Show. Take it easy, guys.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low.